Yeah, Zimbo's the only one. Zimmerman, he's the only one who's out at the moment. Kieran Dell started training again yesterday, so he's available for selection. Other than that, everybody's fully fit. Obviously, Sam Byram is coming back from a long-term injury, and he'll play some minutes on Monday for the 23s. Yeah, I mean, it was a tough start for us. Obviously, we conceded after 4 minutes, and the first half was a tough half. Southampton played to a really high level, but we managed to stay in the game. We got a good equaliser and stayed in the game. Tim made a really good save to keep it 1-1. Other than that, he was tested from distance, so I felt we defended our penalty box really well. But we stepped up second half. We stepped up to the standards that are required and what we want. And I thought our second half performance got our rewards in the end. Yeah, it does. There's a growing belief within the group, but we know that it's certainly under myself. It's only one game, one result. But it's back-to-back wins in the Premier League, which is very hard to come by. And we're playing against a very good team now in Wolves, who are in good form. I think they've won 5 of the last 7 games. Bruno's gone in there and adapted their style, and it'll be a tough game for us. But we're at home again, and if the second half atmosphere is anything to go by, then if we can get the supporters behind us, it'll be a tough place to come. Yeah, my role is to learn as much as I can about the players and find them little nuances that can get the best out of them. I spoke to JT in the week, and he told me that he'd done a little piece, and JT had just gone from playing into a coaching career, so he was finding out little tricks of the trade or the experiences rather of what I'd had and how to get the best out of people. And there are times when you can beat them with the brush, but there's more often than not it's finding out about that player and how to get the best out of them. Yeah, they have welcomed me very well. I mean, it's a very welcoming place, to be honest. From board level all the way down throughout the club, I've been really embraced. Myself and Craig have been embraced by all, and it's been a really nice start to I hope it's going to be a long career here. Yeah, well, it's interesting. After their first 3 games, I think they'd lost all 3, but they'd actually played well in them. They'd created big chances. They hadn't been conceding many chances, but they'd lost games. And what was important, that Bruno didn't lose his belief and the players didn't lose that confidence. And they've got the results that they deserve now. They're a very good team. Been together for a long time. A lot of the players have been together, and obviously everybody's pleased to see Jimenez come back from what was a horrible injury, a horrible head injury, and he's proving again to be the player that we all knew he was. No, we've not been certainly in the city just yet. I mean, obviously passed through to get to the stadium, but we're both house hunting at the moment, so we'll get to see small parts of Norfolk, I suppose, at the moment. But as I say, I've been really happy with the reception we've got so far. Yeah, I think we have to try and channel all that support that we get from our fans. But the only way the supporters will get behind you if they see a team that's trying, a team that's willing to work hard and be proud to play for the club. And as I said, the biggest thing for me so far has been unbelievable attitude from the players every day in training. And if we take that onto a match day, then it can be a real strong connection with the supporters that gets us over the line of Premier League survival, which is our aim this season. Yeah, it's really important, and obviously was one of the questions I asked during the interview process. I wanted to know that there was some stability at the football club before, making that decision. And Stuart, told me there was stability there, which was really good to hear. And I'm looking forward to enhancing the relationship we've got already. Yeah, it is. And Ozan was unfortunate to not be in the squad last week. He'd had glandular fever, so he was ill the week before. And only done a couple of training sessions before that. Andrew had obviously been in the team against Brentford and had played really well. I just felt that the understanding between Grant and Ben and the experience that they had, and the balance being a right footer and left footer, would help us against Southampton. I thought, they defended the penalty box really well. Yes, there was some mistakes in there, and that's what we have to iron out. But I want competition, and I'm sure that we'll get that with Andrew pushing and Ozan pushing. So for me, it's great the competition is there, and Ben and Grant now know that they have to be at the top of their games. Yeah, he can be. I mean, I saw him play for Werder Bremen as well, as well as American as well. So I've seen Josh a few times. His work ethic is up there. It's right up there, and it's something that you come to expect from American players anyway. They have a huge work ethic. I think tactically, he's obviously learning the game still. Still a young player, as you say. But I thought he made an impact coming off the bench last week as a wide forward for us, and that's what we want. Them players that come off the bench, we want them to make an impact and change games, and he certainly helped to do that. Yeah, I mean, he certainly wasn't the full guy to me or the coaching staff or the players. I believe the risk was worth it. I know the type of player Todd is and can be. I just felt he was a little bit off it last week, and that's obviously coincided with his lack of training minutes. So, he's had a full week's training this week, and he's getting back to them levels that we all know he can be. So there's a talented footballer there, and someone that certainly us as coaches want to work with and will continue to work with. Well, I mean, just looking at the numbers after the Southampton game, I think we ran 5K more than them as a team. I think half a K of that was high-speed distance as well. So, we're certainly fit enough. We know we can cover the ground. We know we can cover the distance. We've got athletic players. Now it's the football side. I felt we surrendered the ball a little bit too easy, and we need to be a little bit better on the ball at the moment.